childhood, traumatic experiences are detrimental to mental health and can cause symptoms of anxiety, depression disorders, and many other health challenges if not dealt with correctly. What happens if they do not receive mental health care? Trauma is a situation or moment when something harmful happens to the mind or the body, whether that is experienced by the victim or viewed from an outer perspective. Trauma is a time in which one is under the influence of a distressful or disturbing experience. An adverse childhood experience is when a child experiences a situation in which trauma is induced upon them. An adverse childhood experience is when a child experiences a situation in which trauma is induced upon them. Adverse childhood experiences are associated with depression and anxiety as children mature. In a study, they surveyed 104,205 children and measured how often they experienced trauma. This study found that the more adverse childhood experiences a child experiences in their childhood, the more likely it is for them to develop depression and anxiety as they grow. When a child goes through a traumatic experience, it can create mental health problems. A real-life example of what childhood trauma can do to the mind and the body is Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's connection to mental health awareness developed as he grew in fame as a singer from his childhood. Born in Ontario, Canada on March 1st, 1994, Justin became a popular singer at a young age and continued to succeed throughout his music career. While his achievements created a world anyone would dream of having, it also caused him to develop anxiety and depression at a young age that developed as he matured because of traumatic and stressful situations he grew up in, and only added to his mental health problems because of the lack of care he received. Justin felt his mental health declining, but no one was willing to step in and care for his mental health, and instead only wanted to help him because of his fame and success. This made him turn to substance abuse as an escape from the challenges of his life. This only made his health worse, both mentally and physically, as he matured.
It was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape from people around me, just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that, I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live, drinking, smoking. As humans, we go through so many ups and downs, so many good seasons, bad seasons. We all have our individual pains and fears and anxieties, worries. I think that being human is challenging for everybody. I think that we're all struggling to some degree.
After realizing his death could be right around the corner, he decided to change. He decided to put an effort to get professional help. He slowly became sober and had increasingly made big strides to improve his overall mental health through extensive therapy and medical help. He has continued to make known about his struggles he faced and the danger it brought to him and those around him. He has made many people aware of what can happen when you don't receive care for your mental health as well as your physical health, and how it can pile onto itself the more time goes on. When children experience traumatic experiences such as abuse, neglect, accidents, medical events, bullying, or witnessing violence, it can start to cause anxiety and depression. Luckily, there are multiple techniques to subdue the children's symptoms once they are spotted, such as therapy, whether that can be from a parent or caregiver, or a licensed professional. Children who have experienced trauma need care from their parents and people around them in order to cope with their mental health struggles. A study was done on 6,655 children ages 6 through 17 who have been diagnosed with depression and/or anxiety. After interviewing the children and their caretakers, they found that 50.8% of guardians claimed it was difficult to get help with their children's mental health. This shows that the need for children's mental health care is staggering and is extremely needed. Over 50% of children are not able to get the help they need. It highlights that mental health care is not as readily available as it needs to be. If we do not make sure everyone has the ability to receive mental health care, the numbers of people with mental health problems will continue to rise, which can result in physical health decline, quality of life depletion, and possible early death suicide. If there was a world of people who can increase their mental health, along as the mental health care of others, the world would be a place of strong communities, high productivity, and high positivity. Until then, the quality of life will continue to decrease, and the well-being of us and those we love could very well come to an all-time low. If we want the world's overall mental health to increase, we must make sure those struggling receive help, whether that be professional care or care from you. If we stop caring for one another's mental health, the world grows heavier for everyone. Let's decrease the number of people who do not receive care for their mental health. Be the care for someone else. After all, you never know when you might be in their shoes.